Hello there everyone, Corey in the house, and I'm here in another video. But please, I'm gonna warn you now, this video was made because I wanted to have some content, and I thought this guy was the good content. He didn't spam much at the moment that I was recording. I was trying to get some content, obviously, and please do not attack the guy. He's an obvious spammer, and that's bad. But we have a DM conversation, which made me forgive him. He's kind of new, so don't attack him, please. So I used custom Reddits, which I like. It's the kind of character that I use to challenge a bit myself when I'm with weaker opponents, if you want to call it that. No offense if I play with you against Reddits. Maybe just because I'm bored. So, there are some clashes and everything, but everything at the moment's fine. Even though we picked hit, which is already something taboo. But you can see there are some errors in the connection because he had a 2-bar connection. But for a 2-bar connection, this isn't so bad, at least in my opinion. And there I go, I win him 2-0. 1-0.
What astounding weakness!
I then decided to pick Yamcha, the third variation of Yamcha, which has Neo Wolfgang Fist and no fake death, so I don't, cheese it.
This is Frieza!
And he picks...
You have to be kidding! He's an unbelievable monster!
You want to beg for your life? I assure you, it's
I'm gonna be honest, something I really like about Yamcha is his back hit. It's good. But the rest is kinda bad. He has low damage, he can't take much of a hit. But I seem to have my own against Frieza, which in my opinion is way above Yamcha's rank. And I went to the Neo Wolfgang Fist. So he tries to do the Death Psycho Bomb, which fails. Tries the back hit, but for some reason didn't land. And there goes the clash. I tried the after image of that beam, didn't work. Didn't hit with a Kamehameha. And Xenoverse connection. Netcode, that kind of stuff. He was landing more hits on me after this part of the fight, but then do the same thing he did. Block stamina breaks. I went for the Kamehameha, and at this moment I just decided to let him attack so I can have the stamina and that kind of stuff. I tried to set him up, but then he goes for the Death Ball and I just break it. And I go for a Spirit Ball, but unfortunately I don't know how it works yet, so it just hit him twice and didn't work. I tried the Kamehameha, didn't quite work because I don't pick Yamcha that much. I decided to do the Charge Key Wave. I get hit, I decided to banish, go. I set him up for a summon and he lands the stamina break on me. How unfortunate. Fortunately, he could dodge the Death Ball. That was quite lucky, in my opinion. But, I don't think too much of it. And he does the Death Beam twice. And he tries the Death Psycho Bomb, which finally lands where I was doing the Neo Wolfgang Fist. And I finally get the Neo Wolfgang finish.
In the end, I'm the one who's gonna win.
2-0. And then he picks Gohan, which is where the problem starts. That's why I'm making this video. He did exactly as I counted 11 Masenkos in this fight. I have a counter. I'm gonna put the counter there. Just for you to don't think I inflated the number. Just for you to believe that Yin did 11 Masenkos. Right on the top left corner. We also had the 5 struggles in the fight, which basically we hit together. Another one. I tried to go for the dancing para and there he goes for the 3rd Masenko. 4th Masenko. 5th Masenko, but didn't land. Set to break his stamina, and don't sleep on Trunks. I always say, don't sleep on Trunks, he will break your stamina. Because the stamina break is a bit faster when he's with the light, heavy combo. Chinese slash. And then I try to make him dance. He goes for the front jump and 6th Masenko. 7th Masenko, but didn't land. I'm counting the Masenkos that didn't land, obviously. Or it wouldn't be 11. He goes for the... I don't know the ultimate's name, but it's his ultimate. I was trying to hit him, but the connection didn't want to help. He went for the 8th Masenko, but he failed. Tried for the dancing para for some reason. 9th Masenko. I rush him. Try to go for the shining slash. Hit him. He does the 10 Masenko, but it was stopped mid-frame. He does a throw and goes for the 11th Masenko, which wasn't possible because I break his stamina and go for the full power energy volley. 3-0. I will give a 4-0 because of the 11th Masenko spam. L. I go for Gohan, Mystic Gohan to be precise, and it doesn't go as bad. Everything is swell in the Goku fight. The only thing that was bad was the internet connection. But let's remember, it's Xenoverse 2, it's 2-bar connection, netcode, and stuff. I'm not saying he did a good fight, even though he lured me to my final bar of health. But I'm not saying he was totally bad. So at this time I noticed that he always charged his back hits. And I set him up for the counter. Set to recover from some stamina, that's why I didn't attack. As you see, he charges a bit his back attack. I went for the grab, which is the Goku and Gohan grab. Both of them share it. He goes for the key boss, which I dodged, but he went... It's like the second time that he goes for the running triangle. Running heavy if you're not a net PlayStation player. So for some reason I didn't land, and I perfect blocked that back hit, which made me cocky. I got a bit cocky when I did that, I feel good. So when I vanished I tried to do it, but I didn't, and I got my shit kicked. Yeah, I could avoid that if I wasn't so confident. And I went for the burst brush, for the Kamehameha, and to Hakai time.
Giving up already?
And at the time I decided to go for the green, glorious Namekian robe. That's the worst variation of Gohan though. At least in my opinion, it's a shit variation. But I decided to give it a shot. But it was actually the game I went better in. The match I went better.
Gohan, we had a pretty significant difference in our power. What about that?
Nice custom dialogue. Copter goes whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. I think he didn't know how to play well with Vegeta because I saw a little bit of decline on his level. Or at least it wasn't giving him that much problems because of the netcode. Another struggle. Try to go for that uppercut thing. And I go to do the Kamehameha on him. And then the full power wave. Special Forces, go! He goes for the Super Vegeta. I didn't know what to do at the moment, so I just perfect block. He went for the final flash to his barrel, and I finish him with the Kamehameha.
Glorious! Nakia!
Indeed. At this fight, I decided to pick. Well, I picked Burter. And here's the real problem. The real problem that surfaced. He picked the Skak, which is uninspired, in my opinion. He has some gi with the colors of Piccolo and Ultra Instinct there. And he, in this fight, spams the Evo Ray Strike, which, if you didn't know, breaks your stamina when you get hit by it, like a stamina break. And here's go one. He spammed it also 11 times. Coincidence? I don't know, but you'll see. Second time, got intercepted by the Mach Punch. The third time didn't land, fortunately. I thought of breaking stamina, but for some reason didn't, and goes for the fourth Evo Ray Strike. And goes for the fifth, which I after image, fortunately. Thank God I picked the after image one. Sixth. Try to break his stamina, but he blocks, obviously, because fuck it. And goes for the seventh, which breaks my stamina because he can, but I can't. For some time he doesn't do the Evo Ray Strike. That's why I got more damage on him, even though he did a throw. Eight didn't register well. I go for the full energy wave. I go then for the Mach Punch, which failed. He was step banishing a lot, which was a bit of a problem for me because it's boring. I tried to break his stamina like that, but it didn't work. He goes for the ninth Evo Ray, but it doesn't work as well because it was off frame and I was doing my ultimate. 10 Evo Ray Strike. Tried to break his stamina, but it didn't process because not go. It was obviously a hit. He goes for the Super Gallican, doesn't hit. He then goes for the 11th and finishing Evo Ray Strike. I was fuming. I didn't think this was fair. He spammed the move to win. So I decided to pick, well, the first variation of Trunks. With the jacket, with the full energy wave, the full energy volley, and such. And I wanted to make him rage. I wanted to show that even though I lost, I was the better man. And he admitted I was the better man. And he still goes for the Evo Ray Strike, if you didn't know. And it doesn't have a counter now, because it's not that frequent. But I'll still probably tell you. It was 3 times! 1, 2. For some reason, well, the Change the Future apparently only works with Key Plus, as far as I know. I thought it worked with strikes. But hey, I was wrong. I go for the stamina breaking, the light stamina breaker, and go for the burning slash, and therefore the burning attack to the crowd because I'm very evil, and it wasn't the game's fault because it never is. So I perfect block the stamina break. He goes for the third Evo Ray Strike and breaks his own stamina, and goes for the Emperor's Death Beam or whatever. That move's so cheap. I hate when people use it. Like, it's so cheap! I still forgot that this changed the future just for key attacks. And I finished the battle. Which is like 6-1? 5-1? I still won! But at what cost? I got spammed to that, and I lost one. And I was still upset. I decided to kick him because he was spamming and then confronted him in PS messages. He denied it at the beginning, but he said that he got the game recently. I couldn't see what date he got it. And he said that he was sorry. He was sorry about it. And I decided to accept his apology. So, if you're mad, go for another spammers. Go for another spammers. Don't be mad at this guy. He was trying, and I forgave him. But if you catch him spamming again in a match that you are on an endless match, warn me. I want to know. I'll confront him myself. Don't need for harassment, because if you're yourself to harass him, you can be reported, you can have your PSN account suspended or terminated, so please don't do it. So here's Hugo, turning off, and catching more spammers doing 11 Masenkos and 11 Ibra strikes. Goodbye, guys.